everybody, and welcome. This is Public Eye, and my name is Fumilola Inyonda. Today's conversation is one that I've struggled with having because it's a conversation about something that should never have happened. The issue of security in Nigeria has become almost an albatross around the nation's neck, from terrorism to banditry to kidnapping to name it, it has happened. But recently, something happened that shocked an unshockable nation to its very core. It was the assault and murder of a lovely young lady on her way to work on a BRT bus. This was particularly shocking because a BRT bus is meant to be a safe entity because it is operated by a government entity. How could this have happened? On today's show, we are going to be talking with her family. Not only will we be talking with her family, we will be talking with the police and we'll be talking to other experts. We are hoping at the end of the show that we can throw a spotlight that might allow the family find not only closure, but justice, and also allow us as a society come to a state where we might be able to at least secure the BRT buses, even as we hope to continue to work on securing our lives in the nation. When we come from the break, I will start with my conversation with Bamise's family.
Justice for citizen Bamise. February 2022 marked a dark month for the family of Bamise Anyonwola, a 22-year-old fashion designer and the youngest of 10 siblings, who on her way to stay with her brother and his pregnant wife in Oshodi had boarded a bus rapid transit BRT vehicle at Chevron bus stop in Lekki, Lagos, only for her to never reach her destination. This is not the first time that such a tragedy has occurred, with the murders of Vera Omozua and Inu Imoren in 2020 and 2021, subsequently further highlighting the ever-growing insecurity across the country. Between the years 2012 and 2020 alone, there were 70,000 deaths due to insecurity, averaging 8,750 a year. Nigeria has one of the world's worst kidnap for ransom cases, with over 2,943 kidnappings being reported between 2019 and the first half of 2021. Additionally, 37,500 deaths since 2011 due to the terrorist insurgency have left 244,000 people living as refugees, with daily rises in numbers. It has become incredibly difficult for Nigerians to reach their destinations safely, having to navigate through kidnapping, armed robbery, banditry, and even security forces, to mention a few. This affects everyone, even across tribal, religious, political, and socio-economic divides. Safety should be a given, not an exception. Justice must be served for Bamise, and this can't be done without understanding how we can hold ourselves and our government accountable to ensure the collective safety and security of all people in Nigeria.
You kill our sister! We want justice!
Welcome back. It is Public Eye. And on the 26th of February this year, that's 2022, a certain young lady called Bamise Toyosi Anyonwola boarded a BRT bus. She was 22. She boarded a BRT bus from Chevron in Lekki, headed towards Oshodi. The number of the bus was 240257. During the bus ride, she became uneasy and made a phone call to say to her friend that she was feeling uneasy because the driver had picked up no other person and was driving her at night. It was 7 p.m. when she boarded. She prayed that she makes it home safe. Well, unfortunately, she did not make it home because her body was discovered murdered a day or so after. It was a story that shocked the nation. In the studio with me this day is her family. Her brother is here, her mother is here, and her father is here. Also joining us is another brave young lady who's come forward because she experienced something similar. Well, she didn't experience that. Fortunately, she's here. But she did have a scary situation similar to that to talk to us about. I'm going to start with Mama. And mo kàn fẹ́ sọ fún yín pé ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. Mr. Ayanwola is here. And also Pelumi Ayanwola, you are Bamise's brother,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
I don't know what to say to you. Anything I say to you will be too small. So I don't want to say something that's too small to you. But thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I know your dad is also there. We didn't want to put everybody there because I can see the pain on his face. Mr. Ayanwola is also there. Ekrole, sir. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. And also joining us is Ogbonaya Grace Nena. Nena also was almost kidnapped in Ikeja, Lagos. How did the family learn about what happened to Bamise? How did you know?
Okay. That Saturday, she had told her colleagues at work that she was coming to my house. Because at work, we've given them break. All right, so she felt like, okay, I'll come and stay with her until she delivers. So she now said that she was coming on a surprise. Now, after boarding the bus, she had to start, relating with that her friend. We just thank God that she now has an Android phone. Otherwise, she would have become another unknown at that mortuary. Because by the time we went there to check her, there are so many unknown there. So thank God for the Android. She was able to relay what was happening to her friend. So after some time, Bamise, why are you not picking your call again? Please get back to me as soon as you get to where you are going. 9 p.m., no call, nothing. 10, no call, nothing. That lady had to be looking for my number. Okay? So, she didn't get my number, but she got another person's number. That's Daniel. She called Daniel the following morning. Bamise said she was going to Umai's place. That's me. But, I hope she's there. She was like, then Daniel was like, okay, me, I'm in church. When I finish from church, I'll call bro to know. So when Daniel called me around 1 p.m., I was like, what kind of bus did you say she boarded? A BRT bus. Maybe it wasn't my house she was coming. There are other siblings. Then the lady insisted. I said, no, she said she was going to Umai's place. That there is something that happened in that vehicle she is supposed. Because Bamise sent some voice notes and video to her. Then I said, okay, forward them to me. As soon as she forwarded those, voice notes and videos to me, and I was at, what's it called now? Lambeside driving. So I was like, okay, let me call somebody to quickly go and report at the police station that Sunday. So I called Damilola. All right, Damilola went to this Akinpelu police station at Oshodi. The reception there was awful. The attention given to her there was disgusting, annoying. I was like, okay, I'm coming over. She was like, they said those people at Akinpelu now referred her that she should go and make a report at a very close police station around that Lekki. Because we don't know the nearest police station. We're like, when we get there, maybe these people will take us to the nearest police station. Lo and behold, they said they have been there. They have reported it already to where we're going. All right.
Who reported it already?
The colleagues at work said they have
Was it well?
reported it.
Yes.
Yes, to that police station. So, you know, we're so disturbed. So we now slept over till Monday morning. So we had to go to that Terminal 3. All right. So when we got to Terminal 3, that was where we met one Mr. Alfred, who was saying Bamise is not lost. That Bamise actually went to enjoy herself with a man. That we should not bother to look for Bamise. That when she's ready to come back home, she will put on her phone and return home.
Wait, who is this Mr. Alfred?
He is a supervisor to the driver.
At BRT?
At that Terminal 3 BRT.
So, a supervisor to the murderer?
Yes.
Driver?
Yes.
Was trying to implicate
Bamise. That's right. So, now, we're doing his video. Inside his video, he said that he has not been able to reach out to the driver. At another time, inside his speech, he said he has spoken with him and he's already on his way. We got there around 8, 9 in the morning. He said we should wait for him, we should sit down. That we are looking for a child that we should wait for. So somebody now tipped me off that this is not the right place to go. That we should go to their office, LBS office at Lupeju Road. So we went there. On getting to that place, we were stopped that we don't have a key, that it is not possible for somebody to be missing inside a BRT bus. Then I said, fine, can I see the head of this place? Because I need to see the head here. So they brought 2 guys. They said they are the chief security officers of that place. All right. So those 2 guys, I showed them the video. I wrote it down in their manifest that a case of a missing person inside their BRT bus. I played the video to the guys severally. And this guy said, we don't have a case because nobody reported a missing vehicle. Therefore, there is no case. Then I said, fine, if you are saying there is no case, no problem. Can I get the CCTV footage of that vehicle? Then the guy looked at me disdainfully and was like, look at who is looking for CCTV footage. Okay, if you are insisting you want to see the CCTV footage, go to a police station and get an order, a report that you want to check our CCTV footage. That indeed there is a CCTV in every BRT buses. That was what the guy said. So I went there to the, what is it called, Amosafejo police station. The one very close to that office, that Terminal 3. On getting there, they were like, go and see this. I'll go there. No, it's not me. Go back to that same person. They were just, you know, very, very untidy in that place. The way they attended to us, you know, already, all the people following me were angered that we are not talking of chicken here. We are talking of a human being, a love child. All right? So, and they were just, you know, lackadaisical. They were just like, we should mobilize them. Now,
they were asking you to give them money.
Yes, they were telling us that we should mobilize them to start looking for her.
Oh.
Meanwhile, when this thing happened on that Saturday night, and she was dropped at that Ebuteiru, that Kata bridge, all right? It wasn't ordinary person that took her to the morgue. It was police officers.
How do you know this?
Yes, they told us.
Who?
They told us, police people, by the time we got to know a week after. And the police took the custody and took her to a morgue and tagged her unknown. And they never told us that they had a corpse over there. The thing had gone viral that we were looking for her until somebody shared it with us. That he saw something like this on Facebook, so day. And we look at it, lo and behold, it was Bamise. Not up to 10 minutes we got to realize it was announced that they have apprehended the driver.
It's hard to question the parents of a child who lost a child.
Ọmọ dáadáa lolúwa Bamise. Àjọ ń sùn, àjọ ń jí ni. Ó lọ kọ́ṣẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ ẹnìkan. Ẹni tó lọ kọ́ṣẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ yẹn kò tíì parí iṣẹ́ yẹn nígbà tó lọ sọ́dọ̀ àkọ́bí mi. Ọ̀dọ̀ àkọ́bí mi yẹn ló wá ń gbé.
Am I worried, Mama? Mama, I won't question her. How many siblings are you?
Bamise was the last child.
Oh, the last.
Yes.
How many altogether?
Well, we are 5 boys, 5 girls.
You know, I feel if I could give her whatever I need to give her peace and joy, I would. So I will take a break and ask Grace, because it must be hard for you to listen to this.
So hard. I don't know what to say, but after what happened to her and I was in that car, I was really, really scared because I was thinking it happened at night, but mine is just a broad daylight. Like, it's everywhere, everybody's everywhere. It's even at the bus stop, because I had people commenting on my post now. It's supposed to be at the bus stop. You should take the bus at the bus stop. I was at the bus stop, right at the bus stop when the taxi came.
So tell for those who don't know the story, so you got in a taxi at a regular bus stop?
Yes. Secretariat there.
Secretariat in Ikeja?
Yes. And there was a passenger.
There was another passenger inside?
Yes, inside. So I was the only person that entered through the back seat. So I was there, and I was actually expecting him to pick another person. But then, because there are lots of people there, early in the morning when everybody's rushing to work, lots of people will be there waiting to take their bus. And he just picked me and sped off. So I was thinking maybe because of the traffic and all, that's why he had to speed off like that. So I was asking him, sir, why didn't you pick any other person? He said there was traffic and all. And then he didn't take the usual route. He took another place. I know this other place he took, but then it was kind of weird because normally if you are going to Ikeja, you can't go and follow that Abiola Gardens road. You should just take through ShopRite. So when he went through there, I was really kind of a bit scared, but I still held my ground because I knew somebody was at the front. So I know even if I was going to be kidnapped, at least somebody is in front. So I brushed it off and forgot about it. And then we kept going. Then we got to a point and then the man got down. Okay. I was like, okay, maybe he wants to pick somebody. But then he paid and we moved on. And then we kept moving. Then he stopped to look at me and was like, sister, sorry, I don't know. This man gave me one kind of foreign money that I don't even know what to say. Can I just like reverse and talk to him that maybe he made a mistake? I was like, yeah, sure, you can stop and reverse and maybe return the money and tell him to give you the real money. Okay, so he reversed. And then the man, he was an elderly man, actually. So I was really, really so comfortable because this man is elderly. And then the person that carried me also was a bit elderly. So when that one came and he was like, okay, here is your money. It's $1 bill. I don't know whether it's a euro or a pound or something. But it was a foreign money. It was not Nigerian money. So the man was like speaking a language that I didn't understand. And at that point, I had already moved to the front. I even got down by myself. I was holding my laptop and another bag. So I opened the front door and entered by myself because I was really comfortable. So he called the man. The man was like, okay, speaking a language that I didn't understand at all. And then I started feeling a bit lightheaded. Like I was trying to figure out what was happening at the same time. And then I was trying to like pull my mouth, like tell him that, okay, this money is a foreign money. You can just take it back and give him a better money. But I was confused. I didn't know what was happening. And then the man was like, okay, just enter the car. Okay, at that point, I don't know how to explain, because there's a point where I would understand what was happening, and then at some point, I'll be so confused. I didn't know what was happening. Okay, so the man entered at the back. I was still at the front, and then we kept going. Then I just saw that he put the car on central lock. So I was like, why is he on? Then the glasses were taken up, and then I was like, okay, something was beginning to happen. So I was like, sir, why is everywhere being locked? And or said, oh no, that I think he said the air, I'm quoting him, he said the air was a bit tight and he wants me to feel more comfortable. He wants to put on the AC. I was like, no, I myself, I don't really like AC like that. Please just wind down the glass again. But he didn't listen. So we kept on moving. Then he now started saying there's something he wants to tell me, then that this money, that he feels like he should help this man that is at the back. And I said, okay, if you want to help him, it's fine. But me, I don't want to go. I don't want to help him. You guys can sort yourself out. You can drop me there. This is where I'm going. And at that time, I think we were already going towards that, I don't know the road, but it was around the T-junction where we bust out to Coca-Cola refinery or company. So at that traffic light, there was really no buses there, and I think it was just one traffic warden that was there. So I kept on pulling this thing, because it was like, won't I calm down? That was wrong with me. That if I make too much noise, it might slap me, and then I will lose consciousness. So I was hitting the door, and then the traffic lights just paused and stopped. So I was hitting the door and hitting the window. I was even thinking that the traffic warden would see that I was really struggling to come out of the bus. And then I think when other cars were now beginning to line by the side of his vehicle, it was looking like he was going to get noticed. He quickly pressed the central lock, and I just whizzed out with just my laptop. My other stuffs were just in his car. I wasn't even looking at it. I just ran out and then closed the door, and then I was just there. And inside the bus, I already sent a text to my co-workers and my boss. My boss was calling. I could not pick, because he said, what was I doing on my phone? Why am I pressing my phone? Like, he has not even done anything to me. Why am I calling people?
We're going to take a break, because it's a lot of issues, and I don't want to get sidetracked by many of them, because even the fact that young girls know to start doing things immediately, it tells you how brutalized the senses of the average young female is here. The fact that even somebody was saying, and we don't know for sure, and I would ask this of the police, where he was saying that she has gone with a man, we don't know if it was that he was trying to cover Andrew or not, because the stories we then read later were that he had already attempted same on other women before in the past. The idea is that Bamise should not die for nothing. Something should be done about that, and that's where we're going to need to go. I wanted to excuse mommy because I cannot bear her pain, and I want some of it to go away. And even daddy over there, he was actually projecting from there. Everything. He's projecting his feelings, he's projecting all of that, because it's a bit much for everyone to have to. Because all of us are sitting there, it's almost like we are reliving Bamise's last moments with her. Almost like that girl wanted to leave everybody clear message, that this is happening in that regard. Mama, kí lẹ̀yin ò bá fẹ́? Kí lẹ̀yin fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìn?
Ṣé n tí mo fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ náà ni pé màá sọ díẹ̀ náà nínú ọ̀rọ̀ mi. Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ lọ́ra mi, á dẹ̀ mọ́ bá yín ṣiṣẹ́ yín. Ṣé rí ìgbà tí ayé ọpẹ́ yọ lórí ìrìn àjò ọmọ yẹn, ìdí tí ayé ọpẹ́ fi yọ, ọmọ mi ní àṣẹ̀tì kan kékeré, òun ló ní lọ́wọ́. handset yẹn ló máa ń fi pè mí. Tó bá ti pè mí, mi ní gbọ́ ohùn ẹ̀. Màá ní Olúwa bá mi ṣe, mi mọ̀ bóyá òun gbọ́ mi o, mi ò gbóhùn ẹ o. Màá wá kí, màá dẹ̀ pray fún. So mo rò pé ó kù bí ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì tá fi wá sọ́dọ̀ wa yẹn ló wá lọ ra handset san díẹ̀díẹ̀. Ká ní mo bá rí ọmọ mi báyìí ni, màá rí handset yẹn bó ṣe tóbi tó, bó ṣe kéré tó. So n tí mo fi sọ pé àyè ọpẹ́ yọ ni pé tó bá jẹ́ pé handset kékeré yẹn lọmọ mi gbé wọnú ọkọ̀ yẹn, iná yẹn ìbá jó mi tán ráúráú ni. Ṣùgbọ́n ìdí tí àyè ọpẹ́ fi yọ ó ní pé ọmọ mi ò ń jó nírìnkùnrìn, kò ń ṣe oníṣe rárá. Even though tó bá wá sọ́dọ̀ mi, màá ní bá mi ṣe jọ̀ọ́ tó bá ti rọ́kọ tó fẹ́ kó mu wá o. So n tí mo wá fi sọ pé àyè ọpẹ́ yọ ni pé ìgbà tó wọnú ọkọ̀ yẹn, tó bá jẹ́ pé onímọ́tò yẹn ti paná mọ́tò kó tó dọ̀dọ̀ Bámisé ò lè rí inú mọ́tò pó dúdú kó sọ pé òun fẹ́ wọnú mọ́tò. Ìgbà tó rí pé ó wọnú mọ́tò ló ní kó lọ jókòó sí ẹ̀yìn tọ́mọ jókòó sí, ó wá paná. Iná tọ́mọ wá pa, ibi táyè ọpẹ́ mi ti tún yọ ó ní pé tó bá jẹ́ pé ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ ẹni tó ń bá boyfriend kan rìnrìn àjò tẹ́lẹ̀ tán jọ ń ṣáìtì lórí handset, tàbí kó jẹ́ nìkan tó jọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí handset, táìmù tó fi ń pe ọ̀rẹ́ pé lágbájá èmi ò rí irú mọ́tò báyìí rí o, àbó ò rí igbá kìíní kan tó fi sọ àsọyé sún ọmọ yẹn. A mọ̀ pé gbogbo wa náà àti rí kìíní yẹn débi tó ń fídíò orí dírẹ́fà yẹn pé kó wo orí ẹ̀ nìyẹn o, kìíní kan o. Now ọmọ yẹn wá ń sọ fún pé ó wá sọ fún ọmọ yẹn pé ẹ̀rù dẹ̀ ń ba òun, àmọ́ kó máa gbàdúrà fóun o. Ó wá ń sọ fún pé kó má jẹ́ kí ọ̀rẹ́ ìyẹn ìkẹta yẹn ló dàbí kó jù wọ́n lọ, pé kó má gbọ́ o, kó má bàa máa fòun ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ o. So àárín yẹn àyè ọpẹ́ mi yọ ń bẹ̀ torí pé ó rí kinní yẹn jù fún ibi tọ́lọ́run á ti fi ṣe ní ìlú mọ̀ọ́ká. So ìgbà tó dẹ̀ di pé èmi kàn mo sáà ń gbàdúrà, Ọlọ́run jẹ́rìí èmi ò mọ̀. Ìgbà tí màá fi gbọ́ àkàrà ti tú sépo, iná ti kán sí mi létí aṣọ ńgbà yẹn. Gbogbo ìgbà táwọn ọmọ mi dẹ̀ ń lọ sí ibi BRT wọn yẹn, ó yà mí lẹ́nu tán náà bá pàdé ń bẹ̀. Àti onímọ́tò yẹn gan pàápàá tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ó ṣiṣẹ́ ní Saturday, ó gbé mọ́tò wọlé, ó ṣèṣe pé nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ tó tún lọ síbi iṣẹ́, tó tún di pé àwọn ibi iṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìn gbé pé ó dẹ̀ pé nọ́mbà ẹ̀, ó sọ pé òun jẹun ebi ń pa òun bọ̀. Ẹ̀yìn tán náà tún pé nọ́mbà ẹ̀ ló sọ pé inú ń ṣe òun fẹ́ lọ yàgbẹ́. Lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ náà bá ń pe nọ́mbà ní nọ́mbà ò lọ. Ibi táìrò ẹ̀dá ti wá bà mí, àti mùsùlùmí àti kìrìsìtẹ́nì gbogbo wa là á jíyìn tá a bá gbénú ayé ṣe. Ìgbà tí in tó wá jẹ́ kẹ́rù bà mí ni pé ìgbà tán náà rí ọkùnrin yìí mú, ó wá dẹni tán kọ́fà ojú ẹ̀ tí wọ́n fẹ́ kí ayé rí mọ́. Èmi dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé tẹ́lẹ̀ tọ́wọ́ bá tẹ olè gan láyé ìgbà kan, wọ́n á ní kán lọ rà má gbà tàbí kán pa sẹ́nu ọ̀nà ilé bàbá ẹ̀. Ìyẹn ò sí mọ́. Ó wá di pé tán bá rí pé orí náà rí lápá lọ́wọ́ ẹni, ẹsẹ̀ náà rí lápá tọ̀hún, kò sí ìdájọ́ kankan lórí ẹ̀.
Mọ́mì, nǹkan tí mò ń gbọ́ lẹ́yìn gbogbo ẹ̀dùn ọkàn,
bẹ́ẹ̀ni,
òun ni pé ẹ fẹ́ ẹ̀tọ́ kó ṣe sí ọmọ yín.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ẹ fẹ́ ètò kó ṣe sí ọmọ yín.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ẹ fẹ́ ẹ̀san.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Fún ọmọ yín.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Kò sẹ́ni tó ń wo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, kò sẹ́ni tó ń gbọ́rọ̀ yìí tí ò ní wà pẹ̀lú yín lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ, inú mi dùn láti gbọ́ pé ẹ ráyè ọpẹ́.
Ààyè ọpẹ́ yọ.
Ọpẹ́ yẹn á kanlẹ̀ nítorí pé ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ yẹn kò gbọdọ̀ kọjá lásán. So mo kàn fẹ́ sọ fún yín ni pé bí mo ṣe jókòó léèyàn sí èèyàn, ọkàn mi sún sí yín, ọkàn mi fà sí yín, mo dẹ̀ sọ pé ibà tí mo lè sọ tó torí kò sọ̀rọ̀ tí mo lè sọ tó máa ní weight tó tó. Mo kàn fẹ́ sọ fún yín pé ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́, ẹ fọwọ́ wọnú, ó yé Ọlọ́run. We're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, the family will be here, and I will be talking with the police and some experts we should know. I repeat once again, we did try to get the authorities concerned in Lagos State to come on this show. They did not come. We will not relent. We will continue to ask them the questions regarding this, and they are free to tell us what they need to tell us, even after the show airs. But we'll go on a break now. Welcome back. It's Public Eye, and our conversation today is around security, specifically regarding Lagos State, and especially around the issue of kidnapping. Also, especially as regards young people, especially young girls. Before we went on break, we were talking with Bamise's family. We also talked to Grace, who also had a near escape with kidnapping here in Lagos State. When it comes to security in Lagos State, the police is the primary institution and agency in charge of that. And it's my pleasure, therefore, to say that we have the police PRO for Lagos State in the house with us, Mr. Benjamin Hundeyin. I mean, he's got, in terms of his qualification, his legion is listed as a well-decorated officer of the Nigerian police. I will say that he's just newly resumed his job, and I'm quite glad and happy that he agreed to come, because you could say that it wasn't on his desk when all of this happened. And also joining us is Mr. Dickson Osajie. Mr. Osajie is a criminologist. He's an international certified security expert, and he specializes particularly on global security analysis. Gentlemen, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I will start with you, and I don't want to put you on the spot but then, you know how it is. Nigeria is dealing with a lot now. There are big cases, big issues of security, right from terrorism to banditry and all of that. So some might say, oh, this is not a big thing. But then that's why it's special, because it's such an intimate thing. Everybody feels it. When it's something big, you can feel, oh, maybe I walked on the wrong day. That kind of thing. Something along those lines, Yoruba said. But this particular one is so intimate, unusual, and preventable. It has to be something that, people therefore are emotionally attached to. But to start with, how does something like this happen generally in a society? What do you think went wrong?
That would be quite difficult to answer what went wrong. Well, I would say that if we all, in all honesty, do due diligence, then crime in society would be reduced to the barest minimum. And while not trying to indict anybody, I got to know, after I dug a bit into the case, I got to know that there was actually no functional CCTV camera on that vehicle. Mm. Yes, there could have been a CCTV camera, but it wasn't functional. Mm. So our investigators could not actually get any footage. So if that was working, it would serve as a deterrent to someone who has it in mind to commit crime.
I'm going to come back to the police, because police is important, especially regarding what should happen, and what could happen next, But I want to come to you, Mr. Osajie, that what did you make of the case when you heard it?
It was a disturbing situation. When I heard it, I say again, because we are getting used to crime in Nigeria, and it's as if it's a norm. Because you rightly asked what went wrong when you asked the PRO. I think we've taken a deviation from the normal. When you look at the kidnap market, it took a boom at the arrest of Evans because there was a magnanimous publicity on the arrest of Evans. And people got to know that you can make more money in kidnapping. And Evans has been in custody without conviction for a very long time. So people began to look at the Nigerian space that, hey, I think that country is a very nice place to commit crime. Look at what transpired in the National Assembly, which I sent a warning to the federal government that what transpired here in the National Assembly is a certification of crime because you certify crime when people are not punished. Somebody went on a broad daylight, you know about the story, to steal the mace of the National Assembly. When you check from that day on, the spate of criminality began to take the boom because people believe that you can come to Nigeria, commit crime, go scot-free. The police are trying their best to apprehend this criminal because the police play a form of a responsive role. Now, if the police apprehend this criminal, we need speed and momentum in the area of administration of criminal justice system because punishment is very essential. It plays two roles. Punishment plays specific deterrence and general deterrence. Specific deterrence in the sense that if, for example, the case of Bamise, is it Bamise, right? Yes. The guy that committed this crime is being executed between 3-4 weeks. If he's been found guilty, what are you waiting for? Get him off. Read him off. Then that is a specific deterrence to that guy. But the public space will know that, hey, in Lagos State, you don't commit crime. You don't commit kidnapping. The Lagos State criminal justice system does not play with criminals. If you are in Lagos, you commit crime, be prepared to pay with your life. So we must set that deterrence mechanism in place if we need a nation. We must set that deterrence mechanism in place if we want to have a very good state and a very good country called Nigeria. If we don't put in deterrence mechanism, I tell you for free, crime will continue to flourish.
But, you know, oftentimes people don't even understand how this thing is meant to happen. What should happen now from this point?
What needs to be done is being done. The case is in court, and we are hoping that the judiciary too would live up to expectation. And if this man is proven guilty, he would get the appropriate sanction.
Is there communication between the family and the police, for example, so they know that this is going on?
Yes, I confirmed that there is communication between the police and the family through the family lawyer. I was properly briefed in that regard that the family lawyer was in constant or has been in constant touch with the police.
But let me ask you, where is the case as far as you know? Who talks to who? What do you know?
Well, thanks for that question. You know, the last question you asked Mr. PR was that, was there a communication? Not until we flare up. Not until we flare up. When they arrested the man, okay, we got to know, also on media. When the case was to be taken to Igoshere, all right, when they were arraigning him in court to get an extension, they claimed that they don't have our contacts, that they've been speaking with the, I think the Mr. Oseni, the Panti head, the criminal,
head of homicide.
Officer.
Yes. So there, I've written my statements at Panti there. My number was boldly written. So you say you've been calling the lawyer. It wasn't good. He was not aware. A reporter, chatted me up that, are you guys coming to the court today? I was like, to do what? And she said, but then she sent me a link on Channels TV that the guy will be arraigned today.
Look at the faces of the family. These are the ways in which I think we must strengthen our society. Because if Mama and Papa and Pelumi here had a liaison officer, forget the lawyer. Because that lawyer already we are fighting matter. The liaison person is to take care of what is trauma to the society, to the family.
Generally speaking, the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, CP Abiodun Alabi, now I'm not trying to bobo, let me use that language, I'm not trying to bobo people, but he gets mad. Most times I'm with him in the office. He gets mad when he hears of cases like this. People go to the station and you are not humane enough to attend to them. Someone is grieving. So he gets mad at it. He summons these DPOs. He wants them, go back and lecture your men and give me proof that you have lectured your men on these things. And they go back, lecture their men, and come back to say, sir, I've lectured them. So we try our best. The improvement is there. Like he said, you can't totally eradicate crime. The same way you can't totally eradicate bad eggs in the system, but we try to bring it to the barest minimum. So in their own case, I feel personally like I should apologize for but it doesn't stop at apology. We need to cleanse the system, which we are doing, and I'm hopeful that it will continue to get better. And I'm also hopeful that where we do well, people also publicize it so that people know, get to see the true picture of things. That yes, sometimes they misbehave, at other times too, they do well. At the end of this program, you know, this request was actually sent to the Commissioner of Police, who directed me to come here. So when I get back to the office, I owe it a duty to give him a report of how things went here. So in my report, I'm also going to include it that, sir, we still need to improve on our relations with people. It's not just the PRO. Every policeman is a PRO. Every policeman deals with the public. So the relationship with the public should be improved at that minute level too. So I'm going to tell him, and I hope that I believe that the next meeting is going to be having with all DPOs is going to be on the agenda, and I hope we get improvements generally.
Okay. I mean, I would like to say this to you, I'd like to say this to you that, sometimes when people come after the police, it's not personal, even though it's personal. Because I think it was one American comedian that said that your job is like that of a pilot. You have to have good days every day. A pilot cannot have a bad day. Because when the plane drops, that one plane will eradicate all the other good flights that they've had. So it's not personal in that way. I've got to take a short break. When we come back from the break, then we'll finish the rest of our conversation. Welcome back. It's Public Eye, and our conversation today is around security. Particularly, we're anchoring it around the story of Bamise, who tragically died on a BRT bus due to crime that occurred here in Lagos State. Before we went on the break, I was asking the police PRO, Mr. Hunde, if he wanted to, apologize to the family in some way or the other.
Yes. I don't know if I could also quickly answer or respond to something he said about a command and control center. Okay, so in December 2019, the president was at the force headquarters in Abuja to commission 2 projects. One was the National Command and Control Center, and the other is the National Crime and Incident Database Center. So the Crime and Incident Database Center, like he explained, should catalog every crime that happens everywhere, or the report of every crime everywhere in Nigeria, such that if you commit a crime in Bauchi and you come to Lagos and you get arrested, once I get your fingerprints, I can tell that you are not a first-time offender. So for the apology, yes, I would very much love to. I have a daughter. She likes me. I like her. So I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like, not just a lady, but probably your last child. Most times we know what last child stands for. That's your baby. Even no matter how old that person is, that's your baby. So I understand. And yes, I would very much like to admit and apologize for some of our shortcomings in the area of investigation. Though I'm also a bit happy that we're able to apprehend the driver, we're able to charge him to court, we're able to do a substantial part of what we're supposed to do. So for the apology, I'm in, yes.
Do you accept his apology?
Well,
I think myself, Dami, my sister, my brother, and every other person that followed me to that place were badly treated until we met Supro Oseni. After we met Supro Oseni, NAVSCAM, all right, but not carrying us along again kills the little trust.
Yeah, that's why I apologize. Yeah.
So as he's apologizing, I'll make sure I take it to those ones too. That indeed, the Lagos State Police public relations officer has tendered his apology
On behalf of the
so
police.
on behalf of the police. So I'm going to relay it to you.
I wanted to ask the audience if they had questions or comments, if they could make it brief. So, you had a question.
It's more like a comment and a question altogether.
Go on.
Okay. First of all, I would like to say my heart goes out to the family of Bamise. Daddy, mommy, ekpe for on Ojo Ajino Sirawan. I got to Yoruba, but actually, I would like to forward my question to the man on uniform. How long does it take for all these processes to go to come forth? Like, how long does it take for you to arrange somebody, do your investigation, and let the court do his job?
Okay. Can I answer
Yes,
that?
I mean,
Okay.
I can't speak for the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you actually look at it statistically, you will see that most cases from the beginning of the case to the end of the case, and end of the case meaning the day judgment is given, you would see that the case spends more time in the court of law than it spends with the police. So for this particular case, we have done our part. We have charged the case to court. Any delay from that point it is charged to court is from the courts, not from the police.
What will give people more assurance going forward that Lagos can be safer or is safer? What do you think? Let me start with Mr. Osajie. What do you think? What do you think people will need to see that will make them feel more secure? At least for Lagos.
Well, I'm still in shock that Lagos State is not even practicing security as a mega city. A lot of money is coming into Lagos State. I advise that Lagos State government should start looking at planting in surveillance cameras along all the along Lagos metropolis, because we can't have a state like Lagos and crime happens without detection. And another thing, I also appreciate the lady, the late Bamise. I think she's a very brilliant girl. What she did while in the bus, when she perceived that threat, she carried out what we call journey management. She communicated with her friend, right?
Yeah.
That's very, very important. And she did so well. And I think perception is very important. Then in the area of background check, you don't employ people in the public space without carrying out an effective background check. I think the person that eliminated Bamise is a career criminal. Because career criminals are people who aim at human life. So there was a failure in the area of employment verification, because if you carry out an effective background check, your drivers, your housemaid, your domestic staff, we must learn to carry out an effective background check. Where is it coming from? What is his crime record? What is his character traits? If we don't do that, we employ people that will, become
Quickly,
spell.
Grace was here too, and Grace, luckily Grace got away. What can people do to become more aware and to help them? So, at the end of the day, we can never put the responsibility on people to be fully. You can't live your life just always. But, are there little things to watch out for that can help people, especially young women?
Well, I think Grace has a very good instinct, because one thing is that always believe your instinct. Your instinct will never lie to you. Once your instinct tells you that, hey, you're not safe here, get out. But we need to also start looking at our own our movement. Where do we go? Where are you going to? Where are you coming from? Time is very important. Don't go out late. You need to carry out what we call crime mapping. For example, you are going to Mushi. For instance, a crime mapping indicator tells you that Mushin is a crime-prone environment. So you need to avoid Mushin axis from 7 p.m. upward, because when it's 7 p.m., the good guys will be at home sleeping, the bad guys will be on duty.
Right. Mr. Hundeyin, what should people do in the States? One, what will make people feel secure? What do you think on your end people need to see to make them feel more secure? And what do you think you can advise people to do to also help, to help themselves and help the police?
Okay, there's this popular saying that security is everybody's business. Yes, so I would advise everyone to be very security conscious. There should be situational awareness. Like he rightly pointed out, the level of relaxation you would see in me in certain areas will differ from what you would see means in other areas. It's a known fact that some areas are flashpoints, black spots. We all know that. You want to buy a vehicle, be very conscious of. This morning, I ordered Bolt ride for someone. My app is telling me the number starts with BDG. And this guy came and I was saying JJJ. People don't watch out for those things. I did. Like, why is yours JJJ and BDG? He started saying blah, blah, blah. So you need to be conscious of such things. And these apps now allow you share your ride. Just share it with someone. Fake a call or make a real call. Let the driver know that this person, oh, check your phone, I've shared the ride. Let him know that, oh, somebody is keeping track of our movements. And whatever works for you, just be security conscious. Have speed dials. People don't make use of these features. Have emergency numbers. You can just, with your iPhone, I think when you push the side button 5 times, it sends your location, calls people. So have all of these things like Bamise did. If we all do our parts, insecurity will be reduced.
Did you want to say something, Daddy?
Ohun tí mò ń fẹ́ sọ ni wípé kí ìjọba Èkó kí wọ́n ṣe ìdájọ́ ní òtítọ́. Àwọn mẹ́ta kan wà tí wọ́n wọ mọ́tò tó mọ̀ yẹn sọ wípé àwọn mẹ́ta tí wọ mọ́tò ọkùnrin méjì obìnrin kan wọ mọ́tò ìyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀. Bàbá ìsàlẹ̀ gangan mo fẹ́ kàn fà jáde ẹnikẹ́ni yòówù lè jẹ́ yẹn ní apẹ́ ní ìdájọ́ òdodo ẹni tó bá ṣe ibi ìwé mímọ́ ike tó bá ti ṣẹ̀ oníkà bá wíwá ní gbogbo ènìyàn káwọn tó kù bá lè ìbẹ̀rù gbogbo ti wà ní Nàìjíríà báyìí gbogbo ibi gbogbo alájọ bí ọmọ báwo lè fẹ́ bí ọmọ kó tọ́ dàgbà ọmọ 22 years kẹ̀dẹ̀ pa ní ìfọ̀nàfọ̀sù ìjọba dáadáa tún fẹ́ gbára lé ó mọ̀ dájú wípé ọ̀gbẹ́ni yẹ kì í ṣe òun gangan abẹ lọ́wọ́ ẹni ẹni tó bá lọ́wọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kó jáde ẹ pe òun gan fúnra ẹ̀ gan bá a máa tọ́sọ̀ ẹ̀ ní kó sọ ẹni tó gbẹ̀ǹṣẹ́.
Okay, sir.
ṣé mọ̀.
Ẹ ṣé gan sir. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́, ẹ̀dẹ̀ má bínú. Thank you very much, everybody who came from the mommy, daddy, Pelumi. As I said, I have nothing. I wish there was more words. There's very little to say in terms of words. It's action that will matter. And I'm hoping that all of us will see the action that will make us feel that, Bamise did not die in vain. Also, to remember that Bamise was special. She really did something really special. She was a brave, brave, brave girl. And what she did really, really matters. Thank you for watching. See you again soon.